started and finished just a few moments ago, and I started with the Caro-Kann opening, and then on the other side I went ahead and used the Indian defense. I had the I could do that with the way that White was developing, and this is this is the win. So it's kind of interesting. I'm going to go ahead and try that again if I can, and see if we can wind up with something just as good. We'll have to wait and see how it works like that. But I thought it was really cool, and I thought I would show this checkmate because it's kind of interesting. The queen is here, protected by the knight. This queen, the white queen, came to attack, but the fortress, the modified Indian defense fortress, worked well and kept things fairly safe. And then I was able to move the pieces where they could do this, a pretty decent checkmate in the middle of the board, chase the king around. Let's try it again, see what we can come up with. Play the game. So I'm going to start with the Caro-Kann. Now, it's not recommended to use the Caro-Kann for the the queen's pawn forward. I'm going to do that anyway because I think it works fairly decent, because often the opponent will modify their opening, which makes the Caro-Kann work just fine. So nothing like that is happening. So now you can just do your normal development. Knights before bishops. You can go ahead and get your knights out, and I know I said I was going to do the other. Right, so let's do that. So I'm going to go ahead and move that pawn up, and I'm going to castle, and now I have the Indian defense on one side and the Caro-Kann on the other, which I think is pretty interesting. So now I'm looking for weaknesses, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, checks, captures, and threats. I don't really see anything the queen can do here except with that pawn. It's not been developed yet. And how funny, the opponent also did a modified Indian defense on that side. It seems like the AI buried within Chess Titans is copying me after a game or two, which is just pretty cool, actually. So now I could have a pawn storm. I could have each one of these pawns move up and attack here. I kind of like that idea. I could bring my queen up here. But this is a weakness. So I'm tempted, I'm tempted to see, I'm going to go ahead and put my bishop here and then put my queen here with the view of attacking that pawn. That would allow my knight to take this position and then the queen possibly to go for an interesting checkmate. I'm not sure if it'll work or not, but we'll give it a try. So I'm going to move this up here. Let's see what the answer is. All right, it is to take my. Well, I'll just go ahead and make the trade. So my plan didn't work, but still, I think it's a pretty good trade. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the pawn storm that I thought up earlier. Now then, my queen, I can't go here because of this bishop. I can't go here, so I'm pretty sort of hosed. Now I could go ahead and take this pawn with my knight, and I would trade my knight for 2 pawns. That's almost worth it because I think I could cause a lot of trouble in this area, but I would lose my knight. But I'm really tempted to do that, because then I would have the ability to threaten this this bishop. I'm going to go ahead and try that. That's probably a mistake on my part, but I really like the idea. All right, so now I have this. I'm going to advance this pawn up. And sometimes you wander in with your queen and you can't wander out. I don't want to get into that trouble, but I know that's a possibility. So White's knight is coming up. I'm going to go ahead and see what I can do here with my knight. So I can go here. So what can I do now? Not much, not much. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get my rook out. Let's just get see what we can do over here against this setup. So the queen is threatening this pawn. All right, I'm going to go here and protect the pawn. All right, so it does that. Well, I can go ahead and do this, and the probably will take with it. Well, it didn't do that. Threaten my queen. That's fine. I'll just keep that. Wait, why couldn't I go? Oh, I can't do that. Okay. So now he moved this pawn up. I'm going to move this up so that stop any pawn fun over here. All right, so then I can, what can I do here? Well, I can fork the king and the rook because he can't move his bishop. So let's do that. I love looking for that opportunity. All right, it worked well. Is there anything else I can do? I'll put my queen up. No. I put this up. No, nothing like that. So I'll go ahead and take the... Oh, that wasn't good. I didn't see that. All right, so that wasn't a good plan. That wasn't a good plan. So I can move over here and then try that, if he'll let me. All right, so that's that. So we're going to go here. And he takes it with the bishop. Okay, so that was different. That was different. So now, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and leave that pawn alone because I would like to go here and cause more trouble for the king. All right, so let's go and put the king in check. And that didn't solve anything. I'm going to go ahead and take this pawn. And I'm going to move this up so I can take that. All right, let's go up here. Okay, the queen is on my rook. Nothing I can do about that except move my rook. I could move my queen down and protect my rook, and maybe I'll just do that. I don't really see anything fun that I can do up there anymore. And maybe there never was anything. I don't know. So let's just retreat as a better part of valor and see what we can do this way. Okay, so the queen comes down here. That's fine. So I'm going to let's see, what would be fun to do? Well, I could advance this pawn. See, I could go here and stack my rooks, which is fun to do. All right, so I'm going to stack my rooks, and I'm going to get a rook. Okay, so it's fitting his queen is going for a queen trade. All right, let's just do this. All right, so that gives me a chance to go. I can't go there. I can't go here either. I can. Well, I can't do that either. Let's see. What can I do? If I go here and he leaves his rook there, I can pin his rook against his... so he took my pawn. That's fine. What's he going to do next? All right, so I'm going to pin his rook against... And he's going to... it's not threatening anything. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I like that idea a lot. So now what can I do here? Nothing. Well, no, I can go here. So if I go here, he has to move his king, and then it's checkmate. Okay, so that was a retreat that wasn't really a retreat. I got my pieces out, but I kept the pressure on that corner where he was. Now, did that show a weakness of the Indian defense? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't think so. It's a fun defense. I just had a lot of pieces over there. So that was the strength of the Caro-Kann. Caro-Kann. It looks like there's a controversy in how to pronounce the Caro-Kann defense, and it's a German word, so it's probably Caro-Kann or Caro-Kann defense. This is the first game that I did that, and there are many different aspects to learn about the Caro-Kann. So what I'm going to do is just play a few games using that defense, and see what I come up with. And then for twice now, the game that I had up when I first opened, and also this game, I went ahead and put the modified Indian defense, Dr. Morse's Indian defense. I put a modified version of that down here as well. So I thought that was a good thing to do, and it was a lot of fun. I felt a little tense. I wasn't communicating very well. But I was thinking. So a lot of everything was taken up to do that. So this channel couldn't exist without you. Absolutely not. So if you will go over here, there is a place where you can go to subscribe. So if you think I've earned it, please subscribe. And then over on the other side is a place to click on another video. So do that. So I just thank you. You've made this channel a success. I thank you for that. It's been an incredible amount of fun, and I'm sure it will continue to be so. So thanks for your support, your comments, your encouragement, and have a fantastic day. And I'll check you later.